Hello and welcome to the kitchen at Evans Mill. Today we're going to continue in our series of egg cookery. Today we're going to do some poached eggs. Give you a few tips, make you a more confident egg poacher. So first of all, we want to start with some water. The water temperature is kind of key. The water temperature, we're looking for like 180 degrees, which is definitely below a boil and just a little below a simmer. We don't want it boiling. That's going to end up tearing the egg apart if we do that. So we've got our water on. You want enough water in there so that the egg will be submerged once you dump it in. So in the water I've got about a teaspoon of salt and a couple teaspoons of white vinegar. And this is going to, it flavors the egg a little bit, but it also helps that egg white to congeal, to coagulate around the yolk so that you don't end up with just a big mess in there. Alright, so we've got our water temperature right. And of course, once we dump the egg in, the water temperature will come down. So between 160 and 180 is where most of this cooking is taking place. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to give the water a little bit of a stir. And this just kind of creates a little whirlpool in there. And this is going to kind of help the egg just float around, and the egg white will end up just kind of wrapping around that yolk. So we're going to take our egg, and what I did is I cracked this egg into a soup cup, or you could use a ramekin. This is a whole lot easier than just cracking an egg and it just plopping in. This way you can pour it in nice and gentle. Right. So our temperature's coming down a little bit. You can still see our water swirling around, kind of helping to keep that egg so it'll be nice and pretty. This process is going to take probably about 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes you'll get the egg white nice and done. The yolk will still be nice and runny. If you want it a little more done than that, just leave it in a little longer. But you really don't want to mess with it while it's in this position. You can, in a pot this size, maybe cook 2 eggs, maybe 3. But you don't want to overload your pot because that's going to bring the temperature way down. It's going to take longer to cook, and they'll look a little messier. Okay? So, for time's sake, I've got this one that's already done. This one was in there about 5 minutes. So you can see the yolk still nice and runny, the white's all done. And whenever I take them out, I usually use a slotted spoon that's going to allow the water to drain back into the pot. And I'll usually use a little paper towel or a nice clean dish rag, and you can kind of take and drain your egg just a little bit. And that's going to make it a little nicer for eating, putting on your toast. So you don't want a bunch of poaching water on your toast. All right, that's it. Just get in there and poach, try it out, and we'll see you next time at Evans Mill.